it's Rachel from All About Planners. This is a review of the Happy Notes journaling version. I have just the normal Happy Notes here as well, just to show you guys. These ones are the dot grid ones. These ones have the same dot grid, but they have a couple of pre-filled or pre-done journaling layouts. And then the other option as well, if you want a bullet journal, is this half sheet ones. This one's probably my favorite, really good for lists. They all have the same thing with the two like reversible covers, and they have different colored dot grid inside. So this one has pink. There's also like a black floral and a couple of other versions. This one has yellow, and they've all got different dividers too. Has yellow dot grid paper. So make sure you don't just look at the cover, make sure you look at the inside pages as well. You can also just use the refills, so you can get like the dot grid and the line refill. I probably like this one the best, really pretty blue, and I love that little leopard print. And they'll have some blank tabs for you to choose what you want to put on them. Really love that pattern too. So let's get to the journaling one. So this one is a little different. It has bigger coil or bigger disc, so you can put more pages in it. The other ones are quite thin. You can of course upgrade the disc if you want to, but then you may as well just buy like the disc separately and buy a cover separately and like do a DIY one. Anyway, so this one has quite a bit of room to expand. It's a lot thicker than the other ones. So if I just grab one to do a comparison, see how it's a bit fatter. And inside it has the same thing with the two like reversible covers. One thing I find a bit odd is that they'll have one cover in a style and then the inside will be completely different. So you buy it thinking that it's all going to be like the same theme, but then it's kind of not on the inside. So just make sure you check what the inside looks like and that you're happy with it. There are so many to choose from, so you can be a bit picky with which one you pick. So they've got different dividers throughout. So this one's the green one. Let's go to the pink. The back has a different pattern to the front, as you can see there. And then we go to this one, has this pretty sparkly and then different on the front. And just lastly, sorry, it's kind of an awkward angle. That one's my favorite. Love that pattern. And then on the front it's slightly different again. Okay, so let's have a look at the pages. Sorry, this is super awkward to do with one hand. Right, let's just go to the front. Okay, so we've got the last time you, and then they've pre-filled it with some generic tasks. I don't have a cast, so I'd probably wipe that out and just put whatever task that I want in there. But I think it's just to prompt you and give you a like a starting point for your layouts. I personally probably would prefer just the plain dot grid books over this journaling one, because you can just go freehand. There's so many different page layout ideas on Pinterest, Instagram, all over the internet. I'll also include my blog in the link below, which has a whole bunch of bullet journal layout ideas as well. So this one is just a starter thing for you. They have the same pre-filled layouts repeated behind each of the tabs, in addition to some plain dot grid that you can do as you please. So we've got a random plant in the corner and a box. So cool. Should I pay extra for that? No, I don't think it's worth it. Like, I can do that myself. Like, it's just kind of weird. This page is my favorite. I do love the habits and the goals. I think that's quite nice. Already done it for you. If you did like the layout, they only include 4. So you can't use that for an entire year, but you could trace this and use it as your template and create the rest of the months of the year. Then they have this random page where you can do anything you want with it, with some like flag banners. They do have some stencils as well that you can use. Obviously all the accessories, tons to choose from. Got another flag thing, a random typewriter in the corner. Maybe I don't like it because it's just not my style. I would never draw a typewriter on a planner. Anyway, so then you've got a little flag thing here. I'd probably use this as a weekly spread with different boxes for each day, maybe for organizing lists or project tasks. Give you an overview. The next one is this random floral up the top and the bottom, and then we go into the plain dot grid pages. So this one is a grey. In those other ones I showed you before, there was yellow, pink, blue, and there's all the other different covers as well that I don't have, and they all have different dot grid. If you want just the refills, they are black dot grid. So if I go behind here to the next tab, it's the same pages repeated throughout. So is it worth buying this? I personally would not. I do like some of the dividers, like this one in particular. However, I think the covers are nicer, and I prefer the overall style of this, just the plain dot grid notebooks over the journaling one. I'm sure they will come out with plenty more options and new, you know, bullet journal refills in the future. But if I were you, I would just buy one of these base ones, and then you can add your own refills and do your own page layouts however you like. If you don't like the little pre-printed pattern margin that come in these versions, you can just purchase the refill inserts and make your own one. So I hope you found this review helpful. I have done a pen test of the Happy Planner paper, and I'll include a link for that in the description box below.